Maury, welcome in. Congrats on first. And Jua, thank you for our last time recap. Last time on Genshin Impact. Milray got deathless. Milray. And Miko, welcome in. Thank you for the check ins, everyone. Let me see. Milray. Give me a second. I got this. Got this. Thank you for the app, Maury. Ah, Milray. Gosh, it's only been a few days. Why am I forgetting who this is? Miller. The Tibetlosaur. Got it. Never mind. Okay. I was trying to think which NPC is named Milray. I remember now. Okay. So last time on Genshin Impact, Milray got deathly sick, but there's a rare cure that we can get. Oh wait, that's wait. Never mind. This is not the right POV. Okay, there's a rare cure that we can get. However, Milray and Nyan say that they were told how one of the ingredients could beguile human hearts. We start the tournament anyways to collect sacred flame crystals. After the first exhibition match, Kachina starts acting off. That's true. Okay, thank you for the recap. I forgot a few of those details. Appreciate that, Jua. How is everyone doing? We've got an ad starting here in a little bit, in a few seconds probably. So after the ad starts, we'll get into the game. I hope you all are doing well. Jua, can I get a shout out from Miko, please? Thank you. Miko, were you the last time you were on the last time you were streaming, Boo Bear was also streaming Final Fantasy. Were you both in the same uh raid or whatever? Were you playing together or were you just both streaming Final Fantasy at the same time? Also, the ad hasn't started yet. I'm a little surprised. There it is. All right, the ad just went. I think Miko left. Miko just came in to say first and then left. But yeah, we'll get started in about a minute after the ads are over. Warning, there is easy to miss dialogue in the quest. When it's time to split up, check with you first, or feel free to guess what the dialogue is. I want to try to guess where the dialogue is, but if it looks like I'm about to miss it or skip over it, feel free to warn me. And 10, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? I think the ads are over now, so we can pop over to just chatting. How is everyone doing? Thank you for the check-ins, everyone. But yeah, Joe, if it looks like I'm about to miss the dialogue, uh, feel free to ping me. I need to work out a way so that I can hear Discord, like specific Discord pings when I'm streaming instead of just all or none of them. Uh, or I can just turn them back on in Twitch, probably. Actually, no, because the extensions are messed up still, I think. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. I'll be checking chat. Um, Hopefully I see it in time. I did learn that I may have missed uh one NPC interaction. Because apparently, during the last scene, I'll just say the last scene with Koichi during the Archon quest, you could go and interact with her. Apparently, I didn't know that, and I'm a little sad that I didn't. Okay, actually, oh yeah, no, that would have been the last one. That was like a few patches ago. So I'm sad that I think I missed it. Uh, I don't think I would have missed it. I feel like that's something I would have spotted or gone to investigate. So I'm gonna check my VODs and see if I did miss it or not. But anyways, on a road trip now, we'll be driving for another hour. Try and join later. Till then, have a nice stream. I appreciate it, 10. Thank you so much. I hope your road trip goes well. I hope that you and whoever you're with are all driving safely and have a good time. Thanks for popping in to say hi. I appreciate it. Basically, when you see someone say, let's split up and meet back here later, look for hidden dialogue. Sounds good. I'll try to remember that. That sounds like something I would pick out, like, that I'll remember because it sounds so similar to let's split up and look for clues. So if I autofill that in my head, hopefully that prompts me to look for dialogue. Alrighty. Let's get into the game now, though. We're gonna do dailies, and then we're gonna get back into the event. I gotta look for some good royalty-free music that I can use here, so that my VODs aren't no music during dailies and stuff.
Alright, let's finish this task.
No, you get back here. You get back here.
Squall Fury. The wind knows me. Behold! Upon the gale.
Can I just...
Gotcha.
Well, there it goes. Oh well, whatever. 89% already? Jeez. Okay, what's next? Volatile Travel Wars? No, Hill Trolls. Why do I have a star here? Wait, is this... Oh, because there's a thing under there, right? It's like, what is it? It's the fruit? Yep. There's like a pile of fruits under there from an achievement. I'm just keeping that forever. Because it was just the most random thing that ever happened to me.
Into the wind. The wind rises.
Break, thank you. You almost hit me with that.
Busted.
Time to go. One with nature. Behold.
Probably hit the statue real quick. Actually, no, we're fine because we're fighting. Yeah, we're fighting these guys next.
You want to use my hat as an wind rises.
Oh, you know what? I could freeze them. I'm gonna freeze them instead. I love permafreeze during rain.
As per our contract.
Okay, first we gotta get them all together. Someone get real nice and close and cozy. Heal up Kazuha, and there we go. This is so unfair, I think, but it's so fun. Apparently, Jewel, what did you say my Ganyu's rating was in Akasha?
Yes, you are.
Top? Did you say top 4%? It wasn't top 4%, right? Surely not top 4. Oh, and look, the sun just came out. Thank you. Here. We'll put it back to Yelan. Actually, hang on. While you... Melt Ganyu artifacts are top 4 of all Ganyus. That's insane! Like, I didn't think that she was, like, that... Okay, like, 77, 167. Okay, sure. A 109, that's pretty low ER, I think, but she does pretty well with it. Like, I think maybe, like, only 30, maybe 40% of the time, like, her ER is kind of lacking, I think. But I do use high energy proc characters like Yelan with her. 4-piece Wanderer's Troop. What are the artifacts like? Okay, double crit with attack. Double crit with ER and HP. Double crit. Okay, okay, maybe. Hang on a second. These pieces. Wait a second. Hang on. Crit rate, crit damage. 13, almost 14 over 17. 10 over 25. 10 over 13. This piece could probably be better, I think, but the EM's not bad. It's also on an EM set. 7 over 23, okay, with attack, cryo damage, and then just a crit rate circlet with attack, and ER and 61. What's my total, not counting the 80? EM is 124, so that's 204. Yeah, jeez. Bloom Melt and, Bloom Melt, average damage, Amos Bow, in a team with Zhongli, Shangling, and C6 Bennett to be specific. Okay, well, I don't have... Okay, hang on. I think that kind of changes things up because I don't have her bow. I do have a somewhat decent Shangling and, like, less than, like, average Zhongli and Bennett. Let's see. I just have Hamayumi on her, which I think is... It helps with her just overall attack, not really, you know, element specific or reaction specific. I don't know. But anyways, that's still really cool. That's still really cool. Okay, let's switch to
It's time
Yelan.
to pull the trigger.
I'll catch up.
Show me your move.
No, no, thank you. I'm looking for...
Someone. Squall Fury.
Where are they? Oh, right. It's this... Okay. What if you just run away? I'm gonna intimidate you. Just run away. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. I accidentally didn't break his record last time I did this, or maybe the time before I did this. But, I'm not too concerned because we've already done it without breaking.
Too slow.
Now, what can I do? I want to try to save it. I think it's... Oh, you know what? Is that it? You know, I've never actually noticed. Except maybe last time. Okay, I see it. So I have to not break that crate specifically. I can do that. I can do that. Oh. That gets rid of that one. That takes all of these guys away from it. We get over here.
Quietly.
One with nature.
And then I can sort of drown. Okay, maybe? I've done it before. Get over there. No, no. No, no.
Tide rises.
No.
Slip.
Okay, one guy just...
slide.
I don't know if I did that to him or not. Okay, come on. Get in the water. As Poseidon said to Odysseus in Epic. Okay, I'm glad they can't break the crate, because that'd just be unfair. Alright, get over here. How many are you going to shoot? How many of those are going to shoot? Stop! Oh my... That's why I hate those ones specifically. They shoot like 5,000 things. And it's at a rate that...
I must leave no stone unturned.
Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So, you know, basically 5,000. Especially if, like, you get caught in... Can you just get over here? Ah, get you. Ow! Okay, that was
Leave
rude.
it all to me.
And now you go in the water. Get in the water. Wait, hang on. We're gonna play that song now. Alright. Turn the volume up on this a little bit. Still first. Welcome back, Miko. I asked you a question earlier. I think you left, though. Now get in the water, get in the water. Oh, oh, I'll raise the tide so high. All of Ithaca will die. Get in the water. I'll let, Dude, I'm forgetting his name right now. Just Get in the water, please. Okay, close enough. Now we've got 2 more to deal with.
The wind knows me.
Pretty good.
Alright, got that one. Oh my gosh.
Full speed ahead.
There's 2?
I must leave no stone
That's
unturned.
so unfair. Oh my god. The sun will drown in the water. Okay, got that one.
Someone needs assistance. Gotcha.
Over here.
Slip, slide,
Yep.
sprint.
Ow. Okay, this is too shallow, I think. Okay, well, she's over here now.
Quietly. Steady as stone.
Can we get her over there?
Into the wind.
Come on. There we go. Alright. We saved the record. This is all for the record. You forgive. I could just... No, I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, okay.
Quick, the wind rises.
Imagine we just broke it accidentally there at the end because of Wanderer's AoE. It's a very grim note to end that commission on. Let's pause that and go back to the upbeat music. Nope. Sure, we can do the starting music. Alright. Do this, and then back to the event.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing.
Add extra applesauce. Oh, shoot.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Cool. Thanks, Bennett. Okay. Suppose I can do resin later. Do resin off screen, off stream. Oh wait, I can do those. That's not an oven. This is an oven. Yeah, there we go. Hello? Okay. Complete. Huh, okay. So we're gonna have to go back to Varessa's orchard. We'll need, what is that, 2 for 5? So we'll need 10 more mushrooms to get that one. This one we should be able to get all 10. This is what, puffed grain fruit? Is this supposed to be based off of something? Or similar to something in real life? For proficiency? 8, okay. 2 more. Alright. And then we'll just need 10 more of something else real quick. This one. Could only make 1? Why don't we have rice? Okay, let's make something else. Is it the same? No, it's not the same recovery. What's the same, like this stat here? Do this one. Oh no, of course, Beta Pockets. 10. Cool, okay, cool. Alright, let me go to... Oh, we need to collect this as well. Alright, cool. Collect that. Buy from the shop. Do the, forging. Forging 20 items.
This route.
I cannot believe I haven't visited in a few days. I'm getting really bad at checking this every day. Anything new? Oh, actually, yes, I need these. Okay. Thank you, Tubby.
If you ever.
Is it this one or was it... Do this one. Alright. How much longer do I have to keep farming these? Oil, please. How much longer? What's it under? Realm Beyond 2? Or is it 1? It's not 1, it's 2 then. Oh shoot. Where'd it go? 2. Nope, it's 3 then. Alright. 800. 532 out of 800. Coffee, welcome in. Good to see ya. Okay, 800 minus 532. 268 divided by 4, 67. 67 more cycles. Oh boy. Each one's 2 days, so 140-ish days. Just under 140 days. That's annoying. That's so annoying. Thank you for this. You plant 8 at a time. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Jua. It's 34 cycles, which is 2 days-ish each. 34 cycles. 68. So just a little over 2 months. Thank you, Jua. Okay, it's a bit better. Taking a break from watching Hobbit Trilogy Extended Edition and Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. Nice. Take a break from watching one thing to watch something else. Hey, welcome in. How far are you into both? Or just, you know, how far are you? Alright. This daily is done. Or this weekly, rather. Alright. Back to that. I think we had to wait 2 days for the event, right? Currently on Twin Towers. Oh no. Yeah, thank you for the check-in as well. Can I get a shout out for coffee, please, Jua? You finished Hobbit Trilogy. Finished Hobbit Trilogy. Took a couple days in segments. Wait. How long were the segments then? 2 days and 22 hours would just round that up to 3 days per cycle. Oh, is it 3 days? I thought it was just under 2 days, not just under 3. Okay. 34 times 3. 72 days. So 2.5 months. So 3 more months. 3 more months of farming. I can get the stupid achievement. And then I have to do the fishing achievement after that.
Someone needs assistance.
Okay. In-game music. Unlimited fighting. This just started today, didn't it? I didn't see this yesterday. Unlimited fighting championship. No niceties, no holds barred, and no lofty pretenses of glory in battle. This is a raw, all-out, and honest brawl. Has the clean-cut sterility of traditional bouts left you falling asleep from boredom? Fear not. In Natlan's underground fighting ring, a new tournament is shaping up to be exactly what you're looking for. That worries me. Event details. Ooh. Okay. This looks fun though, actually. Okay, well, let's try to finish the event today so that we can do this in a few days. Or it should be, if it's one of those time gated things, it should be fully unlocked by this time next week, right? Surely. Alright, let's do the next thing on the quest list. Yep, wait 2 days. Watch about an hour or so each night since they're about 304 or 304 3 to 4 hours each movie. An hour or so each night. See, I don't know that I could do that. Like, that's a very deliberate pacing. I think I'd just rather watch like one movie per day. But I don't know. For an extended edition, maybe not the greatest I don't know. 102 days? What's what's 102 days? Uh, Started today. It's the thing with 9999 health bars per world boss. And it is time gated. Okay. You'd get sidetracked more than just purposely watching it in segments, you guess, and also ADHD. That's fair. The achievement? No, it's not. It's only gonna take me. No, it's what did I say? It was Jua 72 days. Nightcrawler, welcome in. Because I'm planting 8 at a time. So let me just double check that math actually. 102 divided by 8 is 13. No, that doesn't make sense either. 34 times 3. Wait, hang on. Am I... Jua, check my math. Am I doing something wrong? Is Mori right? What am I doing wrong? 34 times 3. Because I needed... Hang on. Get out of the time real quick. Achievements. This one. So 8 minus 532. So I need 268 more items. Divide that by 4. No, sorry. Times by 4. Divide that by 8 is 33.5 more cycles. And each cycle is, we'll call it 3 days because it's 2 hours, or 2 days and 22 hours. So that times... Oh no, you are right. Well, 100.5, 101, but like close enough. Okay, you are right, Maury. My math was off. Maury is right. Just misheard. I say 102. Yeah, I did say 72. I did the mental math wrong. That's right. You're right, Maury. 100 more days. 100 and just over 100 days. What is that? Divide that by 30 is that's 3 months. 3.5 months, we'll say. What's 3.5 months from now? July. So this should be done by August. This achievement should be done before, definitely before the next anniversary, which is what, September, end of September, right? I forget. Only a quarter of a year, no biggie. True. It's, I mean, considering it started at 800, which, actually, what does that number come out to? If it's 800 and you're doing 8 at a time, is 100 times 3 days. Oh, hang on. 300 days. Divide that by... Wait. No, hang on. It's 800 total items, but each cycle is 8 if you're doing with both gardens, which is 100. Okay. 100 cycles times 3 days per cycle is 300 days. And then divide that by 30-ish days in a month? 10 months? Why do I feel like that's not right? Have I just been... No, I've not been slacking on this, though. I've not really been slacking on this achievement. It does not only take 10 months for this achievement, does it? Sounds like a steady year almost of grinding. I mean, it's basically... It's right. I've just been slacking? No, but... I've got so many... Wait, how many cycles have I done so far, then? 532 divided by 8 is... 60... Why is that a weird number? I probably did it in, like... I did one group of 4 or something, but, like... 66.5 65 cycles, 67 cycles. Divide that by 3. 22 cycles? Or 22, wait. I'm getting this math all messed up. 69, nice. Have I really just been slacking? I swear I've not just been slacking. I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me, but whatever. Just 3 more months, or 3.5 more months. By end of July, early August, we should have that achievement. Cannot wait. We'll call it August. We'll give us a a low bar and say August. Also, I'm gonna snooze this ad. Also, I think I said so, but hi, Nightcrawler, welcome in. I was trying to work out how much of my life this game is gonna take up to get the achievement. I've done about 200 days worth. Gosh, there's no way that's 3, 6, 9, 120, 150, 180. That's like over 6 months of just grinding. 6 and then 4. I guess that's right. I guess that's right. That's so annoying. Alright, medicine born of guilt. Oh, that's what Aoife's father told him, right? Their practice was born of guilt. You got that farm achievement so early. See, I didn't want to do the farming stuff early on, and I didn't seriously grind for the stuff until like sometime last year, I guess it was, and then I tried min-maxing it. So I have all of the gardens here. I got these ones early on, and it's just this one because it takes so long and you can only do 8 at a time. If I could just have like 10 gardens to like speed this up, I totally would. But you can only have 2 gardens. And then like I said, I didn't take it seriously before, and then I decided I might as well clear up that achievement. Same thing with the fishing, although that one I am still putting off. The fishing, I can only do one massive achievement grind at a time, I think. So fishing will be after I finish the gardening. Where am I on fishing? What is that one under? This one? Yeah, 2,000 times. I'm on the last tier. I got the first 2 tiers. I'm on the last tier. That's annoying. I'm gonna put that one off. They helped a lot with you trying to 90 every character at a time. Yeah, the fishing. Yeah, I'm putting that one off. You did fishing within 2 weeks? That's insane. I cannot. I can't bear to think about it right now until the other thing is cleared up. Because I will just be focusing on that. Okay, are we going to visit Milray?
Swan Fury.
Oh, okay. I guess we are.
Oh, here you are, Katina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan.
Oh.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Gina, has something been on your mind lately?
Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
You're supposed to do the fishing achievement over like 3.5 nations worth of updates, not in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost.
And Toma wasn't even out when you cleared fishing. Does that even... I guess that counts. I guess I should be fishing with Toma, huh? Is Toma the only one who has the fishing buff? Or is there specific ones per nation? I can only recall Toma right now.
Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars.
Oh.
So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, you know, we just casually like brought you back to life. No biggie. It's only Toma? Okay.
Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is. Except for me. And that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
This is an important stage in life too, Kachina.
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough.
There's no big rush. Take your time searching for what it is you want to do.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes.
It just makes you sound like a glutton though, Paimon. It sounds like you just want all of them, not one of them.
But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I see even you have your moments of wisdom, Paimon.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
Just going from world to world, reaching the fishing world cap for each of them. Jeez, Nightcrawler just traveling to alternate universes just for an achievement.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you?
What, me? Run into trouble? I don't know if those are meant to be said together, or... Because it sounds like, what, me? Run into trouble? Or if it's, just two individual lines. Run into trouble?
When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind.
So that's what this is about. I was worried that the sacred flame crystals might be dangerous. Did she think there was something else on my mind? While I was worrying about Kachina, she was worrying about me. I should just be honest with her about the rumor.
A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
That's true.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held.
Something... Wait, did they mention that before? About something, like, some mysterious thing happening that caused them to stop? Or did they just fall out of practice last we knew?
Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Knowing the truth will put our minds at ease.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
Oh. Alright, Act 2 starting. There was a cap for the amount of fish per world that was counted towards the achievement, and there was a cap on the amount of worlds you could reach the fish cap in too. Wait, really? Oh, also, we need to... Okay. Where is... Thank you for the app, Mori. Thanks for coming to see me, Io. How are you feeling, Milray? feeling dizzy. I think I need to sleep a while longer. Alright. Oh, that's sad. Alright. I thought we were going to her house. Isn't her house, like... Or is it, like, right here? Isn't this her house? They kept the Tibetless soul thing very conveniently nearby. No, but she said that we were going to her house, I thought. Did I miss something? Wait, I missed something in the dialogue. She probably said that we're going here first and then to her house. Didn't she? Oh, we need to be under, don't we? No. Where is this? Is it this door? Open up. Open up. Open up. Thank you. Ooh.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
Her place likely meaning the Masters of the Night Wind in general. I feel like she would just say my nation or to the Masters of the Night Wind or something. Saying her place, it typically only means one's house or one's, you know, abode. But I don't know. Other waypoints faster? Yeah, I didn't know where it was.
There's that many?
Nation. Oh, sorry. Tribe is what I meant to say. Her tribe.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
Yeah, Paimon. Use that little Paimon brain. Exercise the brain juice a little. I thought they just got Thanos snapped or something. I don't think they're reading. They look like they're just observing. A variety of events are recorded in these scrolls, like moments of frozen history with the power to pull you back into the distant past. I flipped through several of them, but still, nothing about the Bloomflower trials. Yet the stories they contain, they're almost unimaginable. War, peace, alliances, betrayals. Seems like in the Natlan of 6 or 7 centuries past, relations between the 6 tribes were incredibly complex and constantly shifting.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Are there still conflicts between the tribes nowadays?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
Ah, I see. First time I've ever heard of that.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
What, you don't stare at the cover of a book in order to read it? I mean, it's less so staring at the cover of a book for me and more just absorbing it telepathically. I can read it by flipping through it normally, but it just takes too long. And the cover of a book doesn't really hold too much significance to me, versus just the words and the meaning. But maybe humans are different. I don't know. Maybe I just am not fully aware of how humans can read things these days.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed.
Blue, welcome in. Hello, how are you doing?
It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Oh. Ooh, thank you for the shout out to Blue. Last streaming Valorant. When was your last Valorant stream? Wait, hang on. I want to check. Oh, it was just like yesterday, or just like 10 hours ago. Why am I not following you? Hang on, let me follow you real quick. Yeah, how was your stream? How were your games? Also grinded for like 2 hours the achievement Friends the World Over, which is the description. Talk to NPCs 10,000 times, but in actuality it was just opening a text box 10,000 times with spamming reading a sign word. Oh my gosh. Way to find the loophole. Thanks for like, yeah, of course. I thought I followed you like the first time you ever showed up. But that's, that's my bad. But yeah, how were your games? Was just getting a clip for your Twitch chat, or for your Twitch, but all you could do was a TDM ace. I mean, hey, a TDM ace is not that bad. An ace is an ace, right? I mean, granted, it's just a 5k, like, it's not called an ace, but like, still. I remember the first time that I got a 5k in a TDM and just hearing the narrator yelling ciphers on a rampage. And that's kind of terrifying considering he's a sentinel. But yeah, congrats on the 5k in TDM.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milrace?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seemed to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother.
So they were specifically held to save a sick Saurian. So kind of like what we're doing now. It's not that... Huh. Interesting. You played one comp and you won, and then played TDM for clips, but your OBS is scamming you? Started playing music and set it so the music won't be recorded in the VOD, but you can still hear the music. Start playing music and set it so the music won't be recorded in the VOD. There are two places that you have to toggle the that channel off. Had to delete the last 2 days of VODs? Oh man, I'm so sorry. There's two places that you have to deselect it, right? For the there's one for just the broadcast portion, which you would leave it checked on if you want it in the actual broadcast, but then the other tab is where you would deselect it, right? On the application window. Huh. I guess I would just say, like, double check to make sure that the VODs are going to they're only selected for that one channel, and then you deselect it in the recordings tab. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, is just make sure, like, to double and triple check that it's only going to one channel instead of all of them, because they default going to all channels, so you do have to deselect all the other ones. I think that your desktop audio tab, you need to mute that. Oh, that would do it too. Yeah, you would have to. That's why I keep my desktop audio muted, is for that reason. It just adds a whole extra channel of things that I don't really want to touch and worry about. So I just leave desktop muted at all times. Noel just flips through the pages without reading because he has the perfect photographic memory ability, so just one glance at any page is remembered fully in great detail. Man, if only that were true. I have always wished for that ability. Just to be able to open a book and just glance at it and like take a snapshot with my eye and then just close it and then just be able to recall it. I have wished for that ability for so long, Nightcrawler. No, I just absorb the meaning of the book telepathically. That's all I do. Thought so. Thanks for that. Yeah, of course. I hope it works out for you. And I'm really sorry about losing the previous VODs. That happened to me too. In a similar way, like not the same way, but like I lost 2 VODs because they expired in Twitch while I was trying to migrate all of my VODs from Twitch to YouTube. Better to learn early. Absolutely. Like, it's the tough part in the beginning, learning from a mistake, but then, then it never happens going forward. Or, if it happens to you again or someone else, then you have the knowledge. So that's just how societies on a whole work as well. We learn from mistakes and then we get better from them, and I hope that it doesn't happen to you anymore.
And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
I was just saying at the start of stream, I want to find some copyright-free, some royalty-free music that I can just play. But I'm very particular about my music. It just sucks though because my VODs don't have music during certain parts unless it's in-game music. And even then, actually one of my Halloween videos got a section of it claimed because they were using something, I think it was from the Nutcracker Suite, in how to, not, what's it called? What Remains of Edith Finch. And Cass, welcome in, good to see you. How's it going? Personally think it's a good idea to have a secondary Twitch, or second Twitch channel to test stream and check for any issues without pinging all of your followers. That's true. I mean, with OBS, you can, like, you can just start a recording without streaming it, and it should have, you know, the recording should come out the same way that, well, that's a lie, because of the broadcast tab. So no, yeah, actually, that's a good point, Jua. You're good? That's good. I'm doing okay as well. Today was a bit of a slow day for me, but it's not a bad thing. I'm just a little tired, is all.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
And we're getting into the second act of this quest event. Strike that. Reverse it. This event quest. Or maybe something happened that was too sensitive to record.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from?
Despite combing through the rest of the scrolls, none of you find any further references to the Bloomflower
Looks like
Trials.
we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Surely, right? Won't have that issue because you don't have much followers, but you can test stream as much as you want without disturbing, like, a lot of people. I've seen some people just say, like, in their notifications, just test stream, disregard, or, you know, like, test stream only, you know, stuff like that. So I think that it's, and, you know, I at the same time, I think when I first started streaming, I still had followers for some reason. I had, like, 5 or maybe 10 at most followers. Some of them were just, like, friends, like Discord friends. And some of them, I don't even know where they came from. But yeah, I didn't really have the same worry as well about disturbing people. I just went live to do my test stream and had a few people help me out. Cobalt, welcome in. When I now. Thank you for the check-in, Cobalt and Blue. Had 27, don't know how, but yeah. Nope, I feel that.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Butota.
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
Come to think of it, that mysterious Kukasaur that Milray mentioned might be able to shed some light on this. I have a feeling a certain Kukasaur might know a thing or two.
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that?
Oh, you know, some person, definitely a human person. Yup. Keeping an eye. Sounds good. Thank you for the alert, Cobalt.
Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakuku, must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
Yep, that one. That's it. That's totally it. Yep, that one. Yeah, this might not be the best time to dive into the whole Saurian indwelling mystery. Guess I'll just have to give Kakuku the credit for now.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
There it is, Jua. Okay. So we have to look for hidden dialogue here. We didn't actually find out that much about the mysterious Kukasaur earlier. Let's head back to the Children of Echoes and ask Nyan for more details. Okay, so let me look around here first. It's not to do with them, I don't think.
Looks like I've gone way over budget.
Most of the time, you've got to compromise.
Surely it's not to do with them. What what do I do? I've gone so far over budget now, I can't get all the paintings I really need. It does happen sometimes, doesn't it? When I was younger, I would often travel across Natlan in search of inspiration, and each time I would discover something unexpected. What'd you do if you were in my situation, Granny? Just wanted to come here and try different paints, but I wound up buying a whole bunch of new easels, canvases, drawing brushes. Not only have I not bought any paints yet, but my wallet's already kinda empty. Bring a bit back through painting commissions. Natlan's an ancient land, but other styles of art are always welcome here. Okay, so that's definitely not it. There was a... There's a... What are these called? Ictomosaur. There's an Ictomosaur somewhere here. That I can dwell. I think. Okay, maybe not. You do hate Fallow, the RR system. Yeah, it's really annoying. Because, like, you either win as a team or lose as a team. You could be doing super well, and you lose. Like, you could be team MVP, and you could even be match MVP, and drop, like, a 40k, and everyone else is, like, 25 and below. But if your team loses, you lose RR. Like, you'll lose less, but you'll still lose RR. Which is, I think, unfair to the players that actually do well. I think the RR should be assigned or taken away on a personal, like on a single player basis instead of team basis. But I guess on the other hand, it makes it is a team game, so it gives individual people less motivation to work together sometimes. I don't know, or it gives like players who are really like duelist mains less motivation to work with the rest of their team instead of just going out and getting an ace or just trying the top frag. Hidden dialogues. Yeah, there's 2 hidden dialogues. Tell you we need a hint. There's 2 hidden dialogues, and it's all playable characters. Do not go to the Children of Echoes until you find them. Okay. Don't go to Children of Echoes until I find them. Can I teleport anywhere else, Jua, or will that mess it up? You need 25, and you got 23. Oh, yeah, when it like gives you just like all but like the last 2 or 3 that you need. Yeah, that's rough too. You've lost twice as match MVP. They should do what Marvel Rivals implemented, but tactical shooter tends to be like this. Yeah, and like it makes sense for the type of... Oh, there is one. It makes sense for the type of game. I don't need this anymore, but I might as well go and try and talk to those 2. Or those 3. Like, it does make sense because it is a team game. Okay, so they don't actually have any dialogue normally. You can leave this area. In fact, only one of the 2 people are in the Nightwind tribe right now. Okay. I'm guessing it's either Seat Lolly or maybe Ororon. I can leave this area. I'm hesitant to teleport though, in case that causes NPCs to disappear. Just let me know if I can teleport away, because I want to teleport to get somewhere faster. Okay, this is too slow. I'm sorry. This is too slow. It's playable characters. I want to go to Seat Lolly's house. I don't remember where she said she was going, but I want to go to her house. What's that? Have we been there? Wait. Side quest.
The wind rises.
I need a taxi. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for the lurk, Blue. I should be able to teleport. Okay. Would I like an actual hint? Not yet. First, I want to see what that is. Oh. I need my taxi team, though, real quick. Come on.
Behold. Let's burn this breeze.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it didn't, like, just insta-kill it, though. I know the NPC's not in here. I saw a cave, and I got curious. Paint? Oh. Oh, you know what? Is this... Are we near... Is this part of the, that one... No, we were down... We were, like... Not this path. We were on another path, though, I think. Like here or something. But there was another path where it led to, like... We had to, like, disguise in a patrol and then go up to a wall. I think that was a... Was that a world quest? I'm trying to remember the NPCs involved. Yeah, it was a world quest. Okay, anyways. Nothing in that cave. Let me just recharge real quick.
Swollen Fury.
Gonna play hot or cold while I look? Okay, sounds good. Then tell me. See Lolly's house, hot or cold? Fun fact, discovered the glitch to go underwater in Inazuma by accident while fishing on that lone half-broken wooden platform? Nice. Frozen? Okay, we're not going there then. Is it... Hang on, let's go back here. How about here? In this area. So not inside of there. But if we go out here... How are you even supposed to find these NPCs if they're not, like, in the
wind rises.
Immediate vicinity? Lukewarm. Go. Flint and Steel. No, I'm not watching the movie. I'm not gonna... Okay, I watched a couple people talk about the movie. Like, saying go in with no expectations or the expectation that it's a stupid movie. It's stupid funny. It's not meant to be a serious adaptation. It's meant to be a meme. And I'm like, okay, maybe I will watch it, but I need to watch it with people who will also make fun of it with me. They told you where they were. Not your fault. I wasn't paying attention. Hang on. Flower Feather Clan. Right? Thieves' house in that movie has weird freaking stairs from the roof. I don't know. I'd have to... I don't know. Like, I still feel weird. Colder for one, hot for the other. Okay, okay. They wanted to talk to Chief Motota. Someone did. Or they mentioned Chief Motota. Where is he normally? He's on a platform or something. Right? There's Motota.
Following me.
Look for the guy with the really cool hat that looks like he came out of Bleach. Or One Piece. Found him. Aha, hi Katina.
Chief Matota!
What is this tribe? This is Chaska's tribe, the Flower Feather clan.
Kachina? What brings you here?
We're looking into what happened the last time the Bloomflower trials were held. It seems the then chief of the Flower Feather clan got into an argument with his brother. Do you know anything about that?
Sorry. I'm afraid that was all so long ago. I haven't heard anything about this either.
Who's this VA again? Got a really interesting voice.
Oh.
Okay. So the other one, it was Lolly. I really don't recall. I just remember hearing Chief Motota's name. I don't recall what Lolly said. Makes you think of the Rito from Zelda. I can see that. Yep, I can definitely see that. The vibe the place gives, absolutely. It also has hang on. Can I force the song to change? Now, let me try and force the song to change because one of them is very Western. I love it. You know they added a food in Genshin that hurts you? No. Did they? Or like a hint? Sure, Jua. A very, very, very mild hint. They added a food in Genshin that hurts you. Is it one that I already have and just don't realize? Filter. Other. It's not Fanta. Collab event. I'm not going to drink that one. It's not holy water. It's not any of these. I don't think. No, it's not any of those. I have not made it. Okay. See, Lolly told you that she would look at scrolls. I've not made her required it. Where would you... Is it easy to get, or is it part of, like, a quest or reputation or something? If it's one I can get, like, really quickly, I want to see what it is. It's a gray item? Well, I don't have it. So, is it one that I can get easily or quickly? Wait a second. Oh, that's just scorched. It is. Okay. How? Tell me how. I want to try and get this. It's from a tiny little challenge. Bet. We're gonna do it. The food is? Okay. It's on the other side of the Collective of Plenty. Oh. Okay, maybe that's a bit far. Okay, maybe we'll get that one later. But I'm definitely curious about it. Okay, so she's looking at more scrolls. More scrolls here? In the portal. Where is it? Behind, isn't it? Here. Jua, is it here? Hot? Okay, perfect. Jua, no, please don't go on this huge tangent. Alright. Ha!
Someone needs assistance.
Doesn't feel like there are any leads we can follow up on here.
Cool. That was super important. Thank you. Thank you, Seat Lolly. Alright, now we go to Children of Echoes. But yeah, we will get the food. Just probably not today. Keep it in mind, Cobalt, because I do want to go see it. I do want to try and get it. Oh shoot, that's right, I was going to show... Hang on. We're going to teleport back here, but I want to show Nightcrawler the other song. Surely this will just... This'll... proc a different song, right? Okay, no. This is the Kakariko Village music. This one just kind of reminds of Kakariko Village. Let's, TP away and back. A ton of stuff to show, still he'll get it eventually. Would have laughed out loud if I actually did go to the herding food jewel in every new area cold, colder, frozen, broken ice. Okay. Oh, wait. Right, this still counts as the tribe. I like this song, but I have another one that I like a bit more. Okay. Then back. I want this song, and then we'll continue the event. This one. I love this song. It's such a vibe.
Prepared and stay safe.
Wait, we need Chaska for this. Where is she?
The breeze is rest.
I love this song so much. Alright, anyways. Soothing kind of makes you hype too. Exactly. It's actually a really good summary.
It's time to pull.
Alright, anyways.
And stay safe.
It's got that nice kick drum. It just keeps it. That's the hype part. Alright.
Squall and Fury.
Like, a lot of the Natlan, like, tribal music is just hype. You know what? Let's make another one. It's gonna keep respawning this one, so let's just make a few more. Oh, we had to. Did we have to be it? Okay, cool. Nyan, can you tell me more? Can you tell me any more about that mysterious Kukusaur you mentioned before? Huh? You want to make friends with him too? Yep, that's right. Where can I find him? Tracking him down's no easy task, because he's always off somewhere on his own. One second, he'll pop up in front of us, then vanish to thin air the next. It's actually pretty impressive. One time, he took us to this absolutely beautiful place with this really, really tall stone gate. And there were so many other Kukusaurs there. We wouldn't usually trespass on other Saurians' territory, but since he took us there, it was fine. He said that was his home. Kukusaurs and a stone gate. Sounds like it might be near the Flower Feather clan. Let's go check it out. What does he look like? How will I recognize him? He's really easy to spot. If you see one that looks all light and floaty, that's him. Light and floaty? Yep, light and floaty. You'll know who he is the instant you see him. That seems to be the only description Nyan can come up with. It's vague, but it'll have to do for now. Oh, and if you do see him, could you say hi from me and Milray? We're both starting to miss him. He did drop by to see us, but there were too many people around for his liking. Sure thing. Leave it to me. Light and floaty. That just makes me think of, hey, Veressa and Yansan. But that just makes me think of Kakuku. Gotta create that soaring graveyard around Milray so he knows what's coming. No! No! Okay, let's see.
Feeling hungry? I just picked these from the orchard.
Go on, have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work. Don't wear yourself out with worry, okay?
Gotta make sure he sees so many of his kind across the river, so he crosses it. No! Optional dialogue is obvious here. No indwelling dialogue here yet, though. Okay.
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
Wait, are you sure? Then why are... Wait. Okay, no, we can't. I see, okay. Okay, back to the Flower Feather clan. Or, well, no, hang on. This is not the Flower Feather clan. Oh. Hi there.
So, everyone got that?
3 of them are already waiting on Milray? That's so bad. I feel bad now that I made so many of those. I mean, it's the game's fault for constantly respawning a new one in that one location instead of just keeping them there, you know? Hang on. Okay.
They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Interesting. That's a full Saurian team for him.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Oh, for the exhibition match.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here? Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. You nearly scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
Please don't wink at me like that, Mualani. Please.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur. Rare and elusive?
Quick rundown.
In that case, we can help with the search.
This is what happens to the Saurians when you catch them and release them after. Gotta catch them all, as they say. No. This is so bad. This is so dark.
That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever.
They said a large stone gate, and it's near Flower Feather clan. So why could it not be Ochkanatlan?
What does the Kukusaur look like?
Light and floaty.
Nothing more specific than that?
Apparently, we'll know who he is the instant we see him.
Alright, well, in that case, let's split up.
Again, with the splitting up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Interesting.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
In your defense, you started it, you just continued it. Based on all your fights against the peak, you learn that only 4 Saurian corpses can exist for indwelling at one spot. Yeah, I actually found that out too. When I was testing to see how many... Because remember that test that I told you and Johnny about? Trying to see how many would stay near the Statue of the Seven. I did accidentally just find out that you can only have 4 at a time, which makes sense, because 4 people in a world at a time, enough to give each of them a Saurian to indwell. So the last place is for Milray then. No! Poor Milray. There seems to be quite a few Kukusaurs living around here. I'll try asking them. Okay. Well...
Wind strike.
Oh, that was dumb. I see. Hello, friend. It is me, also a Kukusaur. Cool-headed Kukusaur. That fruit just now is kind of sour. Try this one instead. It's super sweet. Oh, I guess we're not a Kukusaur. Okay. Greetings, fellow Saurians. Oh no. Hello, fellow humans. It is I, and also human too. Hello there. How can we help? I was just wondering, have you ever met a Kukusaur around here who you'd describe as light and floaty? Oh, you're talking about that kid, are ya? Eh? Are light and floaty just really such distinct traits? These Kukusaurs seem to have instantly understood who I meant. He sometimes shows up around here, but he's always sneaking about, trying not to be seen. He's often perched up on a cliff, just gazing out on his lonesome, daydreaming about who knows what. Oh, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I saw him following a human around a couple of days back. Huh? Well, that's not something you see every day. He usually won't go anywhere near them. So, is there any way to get a hold of him? I'd forget it if I were you. That kid comes and goes like a shadow. Come join us for some fruit instead. Come, try this one. Sweet as sweet can be. Okay, thanks. Doesn't seem like a very fruitful lead. Either you didn't. I love it. Guess I'd better wait and see Mualani and Kanich have had any better luck. A fair morrow to thee, my fair Saurians. I cannot talk to them again. But if I do this, we can do a picture. Picture time. What if we do it behind the fruit now? Go, 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 go. There we go. All right. Okay, they're just kind of looking at me. Just ignore them, Noelle. Look at the camera. Pose. Ooh, or we'll do this one. Okay, that's kind of... That actually looks a little scary. No, it was better when they were looking forward. What's off? Oh. I think this was better scenery. Okay, cool. Thank you, my fellow Saurians. Good morning, and we shall go. We need to meet up with Kinich and Mulan. This photo is part of the collection Moments Before Disaster. Also, Jewel, why did your mod badge go away? We do the bow from farther away as if greeting them. Ooh, that's a good point. Here, let's do that.
I'll catch up.
Now, let me move this guy out of the way. Your mod badge, well, all of your badges went away for that one message. I thought you were using an alt account for a second. Okay, from here. There we go. Okay. How close can I get? Okay. There we go. Oh, that throws the perspective off.
You seem tired.
You can see
Would
badges
you
in here
like
and
some
no idea
tea?
why they went
I'll
missing
brew you
online.
some.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
What if we... Here. Actually, we didn't do a pose for this one, did we? For the front. Oh no, we did do that one, didn't we? Okay, let's do... Or did we? Did we do a pose for the first one? And then let's do the, this one. Alright, perfect. Can't believe I unmodded you for one message. Kinich took the high ground and she took the river. Right? Let's look for Kinich first. It's easier to go down than it is up. Cool. Found him.
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Why were you surfing on the land, Mualani?
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukasaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow.
Maybe he really is hiding from us. I'll try to think of another way.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
Link slides on the grass with his shield all the time. Mualani can too. I know, it's just not a very effective use of her phlogiston, that's all I'm saying.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move?
I think we'll head back to the Masters of the Night Wind.
Alright, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
Yeah, it just happened to accidentally catch the former Pyro Archon. It wasn't on purpose.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Wormple, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Can I get a TSO for Wormple, please? Thank you so much, Dua. Welcome in, Raiders. How is it going? What were you doing? Doing some art? Were you working on some model stuff, Wormple? Auroron, my man. True. You can't already did. So yeah, how was your stream? How did things go? What'd you do? What were you up to?
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Working on Mel model? Also hit 500 subs? Let's go! Wait, 500 subs or 500 follows? Wait, are you... Wait, you're not affiliate, are you? Are you affiliate? I'm not subbed to you? What is this? Hang on. Ew, it's no. Welcome in, Shiki. How's it going? Wait, you're not affiliate, I'm just not subbed to you, right? Okay, I think it was follows. Follows. Okay, no worries. I was like, wow, you speedran affiliate that quickly, huh? No, but congrats on the 500 followers. I'm so happy for you, Wormpool. You decided you draw? Nice. Well, welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am already, I am Null. I'm a floating eyeball. I play mostly Genshin, occasionally a few other things, like Wind Waker and Valorant, but I'm mostly a Genshin streamer. Yeah. Welcome aboard. Hope
Leave
you
it to
all
me.
have a
All of it.
great
Whatever
cozy time
it
here.
is. What
We're doing the event right
exactly
now in
is
Genshin.
it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Right now we are... I guess we're trying to find an animal that doesn't want to be found. I think we gave up on that search, though. Oh, so cool? No, you, Wormhole. You're so cool. He's an eldritch horror. Don't let his voice deceive you. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never deceive anyone. Also, the word I was thinking before, last stream, was cryptid. I forgot the word cryptid. That's the one I was trying to find before. But yeah, thank you again for the raid, Wormhole. If you or anyone needs to take a break or go stretch, grab food or anything, do any self-care, definitely do that. Don't feel like you have to, that you're obligated to have to stick around. I appreciate it though. Thank you so much, Wormhole. I saw you go live, like, I saw the live notification while I was streaming, and I thought, huh, she's going live a lot earlier than usual. Earlier for me, considering it's normally, like, time for me to sleep when you normally go live. If I go say hi to some other streamer friendos and go eat, yeah, sounds good. Definitely go say hi and get some good rest. Thank you again, Morble, I appreciate it. It's like 5 a.m. Oh gosh. No wonder the time zones are really different then. But yeah, definitely go get some good rest, Wormhole. You deserve it. And guys, if you don't already know Wormhole or follow her, please go check her out. She's got very cozy vibes. It's mostly art. She did try Monster Hunter, and she's going to be doing some other games, I believe. So go check her out if you want some cozy vibes. If you want some nice art and other silly entertainment, go check her out, please. Good night, Wormhole. Take care. Here, I'll give you a tuck. That's our name? Listen, no, people can call me different things. I've got someone who calls me Nullsy, I've got someone who calls me Nully, I've got someone who calls me I. It's just, it's kind of just whatever at this point. Oh my goodness. You went to sleep at 8 a.m.? 8 a.m.? I've done that too before though, not gonna lie. I went to bed at 10 a.m. one time. Like, I stayed all the way up, like, past 24 hours, I think, and then went to bed at 10 a.m. Being listed as a raider on his own stream? Oh shoot, that's right, because I opened it in another tab, didn't I?
Let me think.
Wait, it shouldn't have auto-rated though. I shouldn't have been... Wait, why did I get... Hang on. I don't know what happened to my thing here. Some people call me Cypher. That's true. Some people... I am known as Cypher in some circles. Funny thing happened in VC the other day. Someone tried to call me a Cypher main, but because, like, so many people see me as, like, synonymous Cypher, they accidentally called me a Null main. It kind of made my day a little bit.
Kachina, Seat Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
And some people call Cypher Null. Honestly, it makes me so happy that happens. That, like, that I am just seen as Cypher sometimes, or that Cypher is me. And, like, people, when they're playing against Cypher, they, like, are momentarily confused and forget that it's not me. Or they think it's me for just, like, a brief moment. Rather be Null and his wandering eyes Terraria reference. Wait, if I did, like, Terraria streams, then, like, the followers could be the wandering eyes, right? Unless I'm forgetting what the wandering eyes are. I think right now the followers are called pupils, courtesy of Johnny Bravo.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur?
Nope, not yet. I don't think it's planning to make an appearance anytime soon.
In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now.
No, is Cypher, by the way, that is canon. Thank you, Isla. I appreciate the The not the vote of confidence. What's it called? The affirmation. And welcome here. I assume you're probably just lurking for a bit, but welcome in. He even has the cipher hat technically. I do. I need to hang on. I think I can turn it on. Let me try and find it. Hang on. I don't have a toggle for it. Can I just easily hide my model? Hang on. Hide the model real quick. See if I can find this. See if it even... Oh, there's Chaska's hat. Oh, no. I took it out because I needed to correct the color, and I still haven't done that. Alright, well, that's... You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna wear the Chaska hat, actually. Since we are here doing this. It's not... Okay. It's a little... Let's see how this turns out on stream. I don't know... Hang on. How does this look? Not great. Not great. Oh, it's pinned to the wrong part of the model. Hang on. Hang on. It just covers everything. It just covers everything. You can't see. Oh my gosh. But it doesn't look as pixely as it does on my screen. Wandering Eyes are the hard mode variant of the Demon Eyes. It's been too long since I played Terraria. Alright, we gotta get rid of the hat. I'm sorry. I love this hat though. This is such a cool hat. Alright. Anyways.
It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Whew. Finally, dudes. Found you.
Where is Kakuku? I'm getting a bit more suspicious that the one they're talking about is Kakuku.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days.
A strange Kukasaur, you say? Care to elaborate?
No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes.
Okay, so...
Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette.
So it's not. Huh.
So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
So it's a ghost. That
I could
makes
tell
sense.
it was a little
That tracks.
Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Oh.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this.
I knew the human that they were following was Aoife, but that just led me to think even more that it was Kakuku.
What the... How is that even...
Even she's surprised?
Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
Hmm? What do you mean nothing scary?
Surely that's not...
He's just like Io's grandparents. A Saurian ghost. Oh. No wonder Nyan described him as a light and floaty. He really is instantly recognizable. Not like any Kukasaur I've ever seen. This must be Milray's mysterious friend then. The one spreading the rumors about the sacred flame crystals beguiling human hearts. I bet that's also the one they tried to save. It's gotta be the one they also tried to save as well.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro?
Like, dude, what's up?
If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
Oh,
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's
No
a
way,
good
bro.
point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
Every word he's ever learned and then fainted. That's funny.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
I forgot to turn the co-op off. You followed the little Kukasaur spirit who leads you further away than you had expected. Alright, let me turn this off real quick. That is a Stegosaurus.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
We're gonna have to indwell a Saurian and tell Sitlali, Kachina, and Aoife about our ability, aren't we?
So, is there something buried here, or what?
I am a Stegosaurus. Exactly, Nightcrawler. Yes, thank you.
You want us to dig it up?
After some energetic digging, you unearth an old weathered box.
These are woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made and heavily time-worn as a result.
It looks pristine to me. I don't know what you're talking about, Sitlali. Also, that's definitely that one, and the guy looks almost like Aoife. Is that why he's been following him?
Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
So, the Flower Feather Clan chief hat. It's just the hat. The hat's passed down. Good to know.
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Oh.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
The avian cockles? I know,
Antu
right?
means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls.
Ari, welcome in. How's it going? Antu Precious? Yes. We love Antu here already. Imara talks like Aoife? No, I think it's literally just because they're literal brothers, I think is why he said that.
Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, They would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
He's finding that interesting.
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So that they had a falling out because of something. It's probably because what's his name? Imara was more focused on being able to enhance a warrior's strength, which is why Antu thinks that sacred flame crystals can beguile human hearts. Imara is not Aoife's brother. No, not Aoife. This guy, Nampol. They're centuries apart. Imara is Nampol's brother. Yeah, that's... Did I say Aoife's brother? I meant Nampol. That he called him brother. Like, he called him brother in the literal sense, not in, like, the... Hey, what's up, my brother? You know? As the Jonathan would say. True bros don't care about years. True.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor.
Thank you for the Jua. I think that was to show Ari what lowercase a does, but she had just gotten into the ads. That girl said Imara talks like Aoife, and you said they were brothers, even though they weren't. Sorry, I wasn't clear. I meant they, these two on screen, they are brothers. He was calling him brother. That's what I meant. It says
With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation.
So they already had a falling out.
Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
Also, he said he treats patients from all tribes, so is he also a vet? Or just like a general, like, medical practitioner?
I'm heading out to search for Ocean Zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Yeah, and there it is.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Imara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions.
Okay, it looks like today's stream is brought to us by the word plural. Let's find out what it means. Okay. Puerile. Childish, silly, and trivial. Thanks, Imara.
If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more
Oh,
crystals.
thank you, Jua, as well.
There are always people who think they're so clever.
Imara talking like even they might be related. I mean, if they like, if Imara and thank you for the at Jua. If Imara and by extension Nampol are related to Eva, I wouldn't be surprised. Like if they were like generations upon generations separated, I wouldn't be super surprised.
So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nampol. Can't believe I trusted him.
Don't put this on
The
Nampol.
children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go.
And Antu's watching the entire thing play out. So that's why he thinks the sacred flame crystals are not good. Did he leave after that?
Where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Imara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential.
Yep,
I, for
there
one,
it is.
wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need.
Man, this guy.
He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampol! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please, answer me!
And he's already... Oh no, okay, he's still fine here.
Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings.
Man.
Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized It wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze.
Yeah, you said it, Nightcrawler. Man, that's so rough.
I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on.
It's that guy.
Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
Yeah, you get him. Get him onto.
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why.
He's such a good little guy. He thought that they were creating conflict and he's just trying to help.
Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest.
That would make sense, I think, based on what Aoife said about his father and his father's father, saying that their practice was medicine born of guilt. So Nampo could be Aoife's ancestor. This could be the guilt that, you know, created that family practice of studying medicine.
Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them.
The truth should not lie buried, except that the box was buried. Kind of strange, but okay. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. That hits too close to home. You think that way all the time. Dude, I know, right? That hurts me so much. That breaks my heart. Because so many people think that way. I've thought that way. There are people that I know right now, some friends who have that kind of thought in their mind. It's such a tragic way of thinking. And it's so, just heartbreaking.
May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
This is a sad story. It is a sad story. Also, welcome in, Somik. I don't know if you snuck in earlier and I missed you. I'm sorry if you did. But welcome in. Man, that's so sad.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Kukusaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted?
That's true, I suppose, yeah. Better than Veresta Story Quest? I liked the Veresta Story Quest. Like, it was quaint. It was, you know, a lighthearted sort of thing. I'm glad that it wasn't a super serious... We've had so many serious Natlan stories, and it doesn't mean that the ones that aren't serious are bad. I just needed some levity. I needed some time to breathe from all of the heartbreak and trauma that we've been going through in Natlan.
The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little cuckoo soar gone?
Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
I'll go hang out with him for a bit.
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
Spirit of the Kukusor chick onto stands quietly on the hillside. Unlike Milroy, the Tibetless whelp who's loved by humans and Saurians alike. Can you get that text there, Jua, for me, please? You have to record the mistakes of the past, or you're doomed to repeat them. Exactly. Like, it's... No one wants to be remembered that way, but because it affected all 6 tribes, they should have wrote it down so that the future tribes could realize that everyone in the past was mistaken, and that there was nothing good to come of, you know, like, it was unnecessary bloodshed. Aoife's actually talking in a weird manner, not in his usual way. The spirit of the Kukusor chick Antu stands quietly on the hillside. Unlike Milray, the Tepetlosaur whelp, who's loved by humans and Saurians alike,
I'll be there.
Antu stands utterly alone, detached from both heaven and earth. As he was in life, so he remains in death. What might he be thinking? It's time I went and asked him. That's so sad. What the heck? That hurts so much. It's like, oh, everyone loves Milray, but little Antu over here, you know, both life and death, he's been alone.
I'll find some time to take these scrolls back to the Masters of the Nightwind. Just like Nampol said, the truth shouldn't stay buried.
Poor Antu.
Alright, I don't know if we need to indwell a Saurian.
I'll catch up.
We're just gonna go over here and see what happens. Hey, little guy. Okay, we're just gonna be in. Antu. Ah, you're... Huh? Aren't you the blonde guy from just now? Wait, is this your real form? You can turn yourself into a human? That's amazing! Can you teach me how to do it? I want to talk to the humans, but they don't like me. Do you still remember what happened back then? Only bits and pieces. I remember being in a lot of pain. I remember how worried my good friend Nampol was. Afterwards, the pain stopped, and my body felt so light. But I couldn't find him anymore. I hid and searched, hid and searched. I searched without end. My body kept getting colder and colder, like I was freezing to death. Luckily, I found a nice cozy cave where I huddled up and slept for ages. When I woke back up again, the world seemed completely different. A cave? Yeah, and there were all these strange patterns on the walls. Some of them even looked a bit like me. Could he mean the remnants of the secret source? That's the closest place to the Night Kingdom. Maybe his soul hasn't faded away yet because he was hibernating there. When I came out of the cave, I saw all those evil monsters had returned, so I went to help. That's how I met Milray and Nyan. Oh, during the war. The 3 of us had them running in circles. Once I'd shown my friends the way, those monsters didn't stand a chance of catching them. Eventually, those monsters all disappeared, and then I faintly heard the sound of Nampol's voice, calling out for me to come to him. The monsters disappeared? This must have been after the final battle against the Abyss. The leylands had been restored, so at this point, he could have returned to the Night Kingdom. But you didn't go to him? I wanted to, but then Milray came down with the same illness I had, and I was so worried for him. Nampol said that the sacred flame crystals were required for the cure, but those crystals are evil. As soon as they got their hands on them, even the closest of friends would get into the most vicious arguments. Everyone started acting so strangely, like they'd all been bewitched. So, you think it was all caused by the sacred flame crystals? What else could it have been? They were all such good friends before, and they used to care about me too. It's all because of those evil crystals. I wish I could cast every last one of them into a volcano. But we need them to cure Milray. What should we do? Just as Nampol concluded in his scroll, Ontu misunderstood the real cause of the strife. It wasn't the power of sacred flame crystals to bewitch human hearts, but rather human greed and scheming. But what can we do for this poor little creature? Should I tell him the truth? From his standpoint, would knowing the truth even make a difference? What's wrong, big bro? You seem a bit down. I'm okay. Let's head back to where the others are. Ontu's eyes are full of such heartfelt concern. I don't know what to tell him. The times have changed, and so have the people. He's the only one still trapped in the past. Man, I wasn't looking to cry today. What is this? Would so hug Ontu's ghost in the bird form even if you can't touch them? Dude, I know, right?
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Ontu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it.
It's all vibes, bro.
That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
He was back to his normal talking ways.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand.
Oh.
I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends.
Where is he going with this?
But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat him. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Basically, I guess. Never mind what you're trying to do. Can we even be sure he understood you?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
No, Katina. No, you sweet summer
dear
child. Exactly.
Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
This is basically the idea I had in my hand. Is like, don't worry, we'll explain it to you. Katrina, you sweet summer child. Quick strategy huddle.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Alright, she's on the same page, everyone. We're good.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Hey, Act 2 is done. One more voice line back at Milray after this. Okay. Nothing else here. We're gonna indwell one of the corpses because I'm sure that the other two are still here. We're not gonna grab that one. That's just gonna create another one. It's on too. Okay, we're gonna grab one of these. Nyan, Antu. Once I'm all better, let's go have some fun together again. You'd better get better soon. Don't worry, Moray. I've already found a way to cure you. Oh. Alright. Jua, can we get a time check for Act 3? Also, is there any... Okay, that's all complete. This is not. I didn't actually go back and do these yet. Or redo these. I might later on. Wait, the little record scratch is cool. Wait, hang on. I need to be in a place where there is no record scratching in the music. Here. This music is not the vibe right now, but it's so good. Dude, I know, right? Like, it's the first... I think that's the first song you hear. Like, kind of how with Port Ormos, the first song you hear, I think, is always... Hustle and Bustle of Ormos. I think that one's always the first one you hear when you enter, Children of Echoes. It's such a good song. Alright, anyways, I want to hear the record scratching on this now. That's cool. I love that. 45 minutes, no commentary, maybe an hour and a half. Okay, we can do that. That's absolutely doable, I think. Alright, we're gonna finish it out today. Wait until 2 days later. Living his DJ dreams right now. I actually had a moment, a brief period of time where I thought, it'd be really cool to be a DJ. But I have no clue how they do what they do. I have like a general idea of the concept of what they do, but actually doing it, and doing it on the fly, is insane to me. I would just sit there just doing record scratches all the time. Alright. Spell of Unity. Meet in the Speaker's Chamber.
I'll catch
Ooh,
up.
shiny. Can't lurk now, too invested in the story. Understandable. Don't worry, we'll finish it out here. Ooh, that's a crowd.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
Nice.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure.
I hope that's not a, what is it? I hope that's not foreshadowing that he's gonna show up later and ruin things. Mulani's same true. Haven't really been watching for Act 1. It's basically all you need to know is... Actually, Jua? Oh no, Jua, don't do that. Jua, if you can find that first message you sent, the little like recap thing, just pop it in here real quick for Nightcrawler. There's only like 3 things you need to know that happened so far in Nightcrawler, and that's basically it.
Not late, am I?
Hey, Hansan.
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
How come you're not wearing a glove on this arm? The one that clearly looks like it's been attacked? I think you'd learn and wear a gauntlet on both arms. Not just the one that you would carry like a hawk on. Aoife relates what happened in the Bloomflower trial centuries ago.
Bloodshed
And the tale
between
of
the
the
tribes.
Locutor onto after hearing
That
such a
seems
tale,
almost
everyone
unthinkable
seems a bit
today.
gloomy.
But it was an everyday occurrence in that era.
Perfect. Thank you, Jua. Yeah, that basically sums up Act 1 pretty well.
Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukasaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts. And that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he?
I hope so.
He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Oh.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
For the first 30 minutes of stream, basically we asked Kachina why she was acting off, and she basically was saying, I feel like after everything's gone on with the the Abyss War, everyone went back to leading a normal life, and I've just been not sure what to do. Like, I'm just a kid still, and we just kind of told her, that's fine. Everyone feels like that. Like, everyone has these moments in life growing up where they don't know what they're doing, and that kind of just reassures her that she's not, being lazy or not responsible or not important. So that was basically it. And then I think talked with her about Milray's condition, and then yeah, that was kind of it, I think.
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses.
Ooh, okay, interesting. I mean, I feel like it's a bit contrived. We could just say, oh look, like have Antu see everyone with the crystals, and then just hand them off to each other. Like they're all still friends, but sure, this works too.
Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. Or recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future.
Okay, that actually does make a little more sense. Instead of just making him think that he was wrong about the crystals for hundreds of years, we make him think that he can fix what he wasn't able to do. That's such an interesting way to do that. Because Antu, having lived and died with that regret of the same thing that Nampo was saying, like, if only I had done this, or if only I had tried harder, or if only I had been there for someone, like, that's regret that lives with you for a long time. So this is actually a really bittersweet way to solve this problem. I actually like that. Shalon and casually explaining 10 times better what it is that you need to do.
So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help.
Ah.
Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come.
I've forgotten about those kinds of things. The kinds of things they show at like theme parks and stuff. I've forgotten about that. I forgot about interactive plays altogether as a concept. A spirit bomb god.
At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple tasks like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise was arranged neatly. Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine.
True.
But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
It's interesting that no one asked us where the rumor came from and how we found out about it. Because if someone decided to ask, wait, where did this rumor come from? They all just look to Traveler and he's like, Kakugu told me. I mean, okay, I guess they did. No, they did address that because that is what he told, or that's what Silali assumed. I think every kid you knew when you were young learned how to say swipe or no swiping really quickly.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs. First come, first served.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at arguing here, don't you think?
Not the Lord of the Rings reference. Is Coffee still here? You have my board. And my axe. And whatever the third person says. Is there a third person? I don't remember. It's been way too long since I've seen Lord of the Rings. Aoife would call him out on that, though? Probably. You don't think that, Mualani? You're not who I go to for arguments? Yeah, no, Mualani. I think you're probably the person I go to solve arguments after Chaska. You're the person who brings people together. What are you talking about, Mualani? You bring people together.
We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power, and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my Flame Strider.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Citlali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Nice. And you've seen this part? Oh, okay. I'm sorry that you got spoiled on it, but yeah, we can relive it together. Well, you can relive it as I'm living it. You loved it? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna like this then, I think.
Well, if Mawika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Of course you are, Shilonen.
Let's see. We've got our actors and the stage is set. Now we need a director, a dude to run the show.
Why are they all looking at him?
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
Also, why is it specifically 5 people that they need?
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
What do you mean? Surely that's all been taken care of by now.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can.
5 people, the other tribe chiefs? Oh. Wait. But why is it not 6 tribal chiefs? Wait, who's the... Oh, who... Yeah, we don't have any tribal chiefs here. Who would be... Why? I don't know. That math doesn't seem to math for me. Just the number of people they need to make it look real. It'd be weird if only 1 or 2 people... No, but I mean, like, why wasn't it 6? Like, 6 tribes. Or more, even. Don't forget that you have 1 more exhibition match left. There's still plenty of time for injuries. True. That's right. I thought she was talking about the war still. There is a whole thing going on still. Forgot about that.
As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play, right?
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help cure Milray. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
Okay,
After
sure, Mulan.
centuries,
Sure.
we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all confident that we can do this?
Yeah!
Then let's get this show on the road.
Alright, Act 3. So, Jua said about 45 minutes. That puts us at about the 3-hour mark. No, a little over the 3-hour mark, sorry.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
But you can fly, Paimon.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
Again, he's just a Yu-Gi-Oh character. He just cast Mind Crushed right there at the beginning. Or actually, it's not even that. Just every, like, duelist, when they cast a card, when they summon a monster, or when they cast a spell or activate a trap, they do the same hand gesture out. Just, like, hold their hand out the same way he did. He's just a Yu-Gi-Oh duelist.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These 2 are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
Slow and steady wins the race. Let's start with the base at the foot of the mountain.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through.
You can charge straight
Time
through,
for a warm-up.
but we cannot. Unless we had a Tonkasaurus, and I don't think we do. Alright, yep, here we go.
Coach will take it from here.
That was nifty.
Controlled breathing.
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks.
Woo!
Please.
That loosened me up.
Okay, but like, we're on cooldown right now, so come on. There we go.
Faster, stronger.
There we go. That's what I was missing. Run, Yan-san, run! Oop.
I'll stop you in your tracks.
That didn't sound very threatening, Kachina. That was precious. It's a bit tricky to trigger. Yeah, I just forgot I had to dash again.
Don't mind if I do!
Quick as a flash.
What's the burst again?
Let's move!
Okay.
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it. We gotta fall back for now.
Hey, we did it. Okay, where's the thing? Why does she have an attack boost? Is that from Janssen? He's so cute.
We've
Yep.
secured the Children of Echo's base.
She's not threatening.
Time to head up the mountain.
Basically, the more you move, the more damage you do while Janssen's burst is. Oh, okay. Imagine if Ether was a trial character too.
All tuckered out.
Oh,
Let me give you a hand.
wait a minute. Are you? You're not fighting in this. What are you doing here?
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Are you helping us?
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking, is she?
Nope, we just have a 5-character team now. Awesome. Put effort in your Ether. They don't need to make him a trial all the time. Oh, come on. No! Hang on. Give us 9 seconds. There we go. There we go. Alright. Is it raining? Perfect. Okay. Where's this next base? Ah. Faster way to get there is not you. Sorry, it's you.
Find a way to hold them off.
Let me just... Sorry, real quick. Let me do this real quick. Also, it's raining, so...
Keep pushing!
Farewell.
Let's fly! Well played! Bowser! Tour's
Good.
over!
Nice. Wait. What was Mualani's secret strategy then? Nailed it.
Nice, another one in the bag.
Feels like it's easier to trigger on Varessa than Iansun. I agree. I think so as well.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people in their base than expected.
That's what I'm saying.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Oh.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured.
Oh.
And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh.
Yep.
That girl has some moves. I'll give her that.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack.
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
Was the rain always going to happen? Wormhole dozed off? No worries. Yeah, it's super late for you still, isn't it? Or early, rather? No? Okay, we just got lucky then with the rain. Duo making all elements of the Traveler max in constellations and talents. Imagine that's a pre-requirement for the white element if it ever becomes something we can do or become. I think that's so interesting. There's a similar theory that I thought. When you collect oculi from each nation, there's always one extra. What if you need one from each nation in order to unlock some an 8th element or the door to Conria or something? Like, it could just stay in your inventory as a memento, but also why? You know? Complete coincidence. Nice. All you're doing is preparing for the final boss fight against Lumine? Fair enough, fair enough.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Gosh, what if we had to fight our sibling? I mean, I could... You can go a little faster, Moola, or, Lolly. You don't have to just casually... Wait. Okay. I was gonna say, that's... I didn't get that one already. Alright, we need to go... Wait. We need to go this way. Actually, hang on.
Coach will take it from here.
I didn't do that right. Whatever, it's fine.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Ow, 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 ow! Okay, interesting.
Coach will take it from here.
Looks like the scions of the canopy space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
What, like this? Okay, that was a little scary. Alright, we grab this. Wait, let me get caught up in chat. The one where we totally will use all the elements we get on our travel against her, swapping elements with each phase of the fight. I'm sure if that was going to happen, they would let us have access to all the elements, even if we didn't. Oh, but no, because you would need to max it out. No, it'd probably be I think it would be like some sort of trial version of the Traveler or something at that point. I don't know. If they really do that, they'd probably give a trial ether though. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's good. They made a wall barrier, you wouldn't just fall down. During the last fight. Wait, for what? The wall barrier? If you jump off the cliff like an idiot, they have a rock Yansen can break hiding a wind current graffiti for you. Oh, nice. Not just make us scale the entire cliff.
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
You have my sword.
Quick as a flash.
Time to say hello. Not too far now.
Hello?
This
There?
isn't over yet.
Where?
The fight is done.
Hey.
Sound the retreat.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
The wall barrier to the side. Oh, okay, gotcha. May have run out of phlogiston and jumped off the cliff like an idiot to learn that. Whole new elemental reactions where you need 3 or 4 elements at once. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Very, like, high-level tech or meta, but, like, that'd be really cool. That's just Hyper Bloom. Okay, but, like, with other... Well, then again, I guess there are other reactions that do require 3, but it's kind of sequential. I don't know, but that's that's funny.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
Like right now, you mean?
Anyway, good workout, huh?
Janssen's just like, so, how about that weather?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
Yeah, not like creating steps, just all at once.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh? Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
What, from your hangover?
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now.
I'm a little upset we didn't get to see it.
Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
Hey. That wouldn't make much sense. The 2 element reactions would eat the elements applied before the 3rd or 4th could trigger, unless...
Aoife, this should be enough, right?
Unless it involves Animo, Dendro, and or Geo. One of the things that, like, the 3 that don't have, like, direct interactions. So you could do, like, 2 or 3 of those, and then have another catalyst element. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Chua, but I think we do have 3 elements that don't interact with each other. It would be easy to add, easy in quotes, to add new reactions based on those.
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the Spell of Unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Yeah, what if Auroron messes up? You're gonna have the Traveler be able to extend the duration of elemental statuses and only be able to trigger each reactions once? Perhaps. I still think the thing with the 3 elements is just the easiest thing because there's already nothing existing for those versus creating a new mechanic to alter existing mechanics, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, my question, Aoife, what if Auroron messes up his timing?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Assuming Auroron would be the one who would mess up Rude? I'm just saying. I'm not saying he would. I'm just saying, if it's all based on, like, the timing of his mist, and, you know, like, whether it needs to start at a certain time or stop at a certain time, if we're hinging things on that for Antu's sake, what if it doesn't go according to plan? Just, we need a contingency, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Great. Then let's do this.
Alrighty. So good, I'm excited.
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Oh, don't worry, little guy, you'll be better in no time.
Oh. Oh.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
So who's gonna start this?
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Oh.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Oh.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me.
I knew it was gonna be her to start it. Let me snooze this ad real quick.
Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
So, those unique communication skills that she mentioned she had to develop for angry customers, she might want to work on that. Shilona's part isn't cringe, but the start, who doesn't know how to argue, it's just not in her. I know, she's too good-natured. Wait, hang on, let me get caught up in chat. do kind of hate this one because I hate cringe, but you know people like it. Shilonen's part. If you go into this by thinking nothing can beat Hu Tao's rap, you can't feel cringe. You know, that's fair. Again, I will still support and stand by Brianna's willingness to take that part, even though they didn't quite account for the like language change and also didn't quite mix it right. She did her part and she did it well. Like, there's no doubt that you could take her rap and make a better beat and song for it, or that you could have given her better lyrics and she would have done that part spot on. I think that she did it fine. It just was unfortunate that it didn't get put together correctly. That's all I'm gonna say. Didn't like Hu Tao's rap. This was worse to you. It's painful. All right, well let's go through with it. Let's see.
What did I do again?
That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
They're just confused. Oh.
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic.
Like
I'm
that.
thinking. Oh, I know. How about this?
They're arguing already. That's what I'm saying. Is like they already started arguing just by talking about needing to argue.
Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker! Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker! How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
And even Katina, she's just too good-natured. She's like, I didn't do that, but I'm sorry anyways. They don't know. The Saurians can't even understand them. Just argue about how you can't think of something to say. That's exactly it. During all this, I wish I was a Saurian and couldn't understand them. Katina, you precious child. She really tried to apologize for something that she knows she didn't do.
No. You just don't get it. The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest.
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you
Oh.
paid up for wrecking my door?
Now it's just a real argument.
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge.
It reminds me of that joke where it's like, who's that? It's my, or how does it go? It's like, who's that? It's my neighbor. Where do they live? Next to me? No, how's the joke go? I can't remember. Anyways, it's just like the recursive logic of just, you said it was all under the water under the bridge last time we had dinner. And when was that? The last time we had dinner, like I said. Kachina's smiling. One of the best event stories they came up with for a while. The overall story is great, just don't like this scene, but they did cook with this event. They really did. Where do you live? At my... Yes, that one, Nightcrawler. How does it go? It's like, where do you live? At my house. And where is that? Where I live. On my street. That one, yes.
Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it?
Oh.
To think I tried so hard.
Oh.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Oh.
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it.
She's drawing on some real. She's actually drawing on something real as well. Here it comes. Let's go. Let's do it. Welcome in, Mustang. How's it going?
And then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation.
Also, I just realized that's probably Mustang. I was trying to piece it together in my head. Welcome in, Mustang. Zach, how's it going? On my street, and where is that street? In front of my house.
Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
I don't think she's acting. Also, just Kinichi's hand, his fingers just...
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
Oh no.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
Here it is. Here it goes.
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening.
Shilonen's green eyes. Shilonen pulled all the punches. No, she pulled no punches. She let everything go. Precious little Kinichi twitching.
Me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats.
Send them out. Send them.
What a golden opportunity this could be. Listen up, everyone. Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death.
Oh,
the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, hereby appoint myself your referee.
Oh boy, just send them Team Rocket style off into the distance. This is why you didn't want to say anything earlier. It's so good.
Kanich! Let's start with Kanich. Who's got it in for Kanich?
Huh? Just...
Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh,
perfect
timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
And you ate all those crackers I baked.
Oh.
I spent the whole night preparing them.
Now they're just going all out.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
What if they actually do serious trauma to him? Wait. An ad right now? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. How ironically helping. Chaska Bloom Trail is annoying, never finished it. Wait. The Chaska Bloom trial. Which one's... Wait, when was the Chaska Bloom trial? Also, I feel bad because I forgot to snooze the ad again. Alright, it's okay. We've got like 10 more seconds of the ad. I'll wait. But what if they... what if like they all just yell at him and he just like... he shirks back and it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, you know? Alright, I think the ad's over now, right? The ad should be over, so we'll continue. But yeah, just imagine everyone yelling at a How he's not used to it, and then he's just like, oh, shoot, I messed up.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa, time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Yup, look at the crying. Okay, alright, here.
How could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself.
Thanks for waiting. Yeah, no, it was really bad timing. I'm sorry. I was trying to keep an eye on the ads to snooze them during this, and I messed up. That was my part. Or that was my bad on that part. I apologize. But yeah, I was just... it was a good time to talk about any emotional trauma that Ahau might have experienced during this.
If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Poor Mawika.
If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger.
Well, thank you so much for the follow, Mustang Zach. Welcome in.
We're so close.
Welcome to the
If
pupils.
only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
Why not just... Why does she have to write it down? You're a natural leader, Mawika. You could have just spoken from the heart. I think it would have worked.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Poor guy.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all.
Who's getting skirked? I don't know. I need to see more about... Like, I'm assuming that she'll be released because she was shown in that, like, the silhouettes. At least everyone's pretty sure it was her. So, but if she is getting released, I want to see more about her kit, her playstyle, her character. You know, we only got a little taste of her character during the Archon quest. Mawika is good at improving unless she's asked to improv. Good leader and actor are two very different roles. A bad leader and actor would be similar. No, but I mean, like, I guess.
What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Ha! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
I should never have believed you.
It's all my fault. If only I'd never fallen ill in the first place. I don't want to be cured, and I don't want the sacred flame crystals. Please stop fighting, please.
Antu!
You're up, bro! This ends now! We're here to save the day!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast the spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Now, Auroran.
Got it. The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
Oh.
What in the... Look! The evil power is fading!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natlan for centuries.
Ladies, please. We're trying to stop the arguing now.
Cheese! That stuff's for kids. I'd never go near it. Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Anyone will go for Aoife? Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with him. He looks really cool. But, man, does the way he talks kind of get under my skin sometimes. Oh, I already know that. How looking around confused.
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well too.
Jeez.
Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
She absolutely will bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina. And we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along. And some blazed meat stew and volcano cake, too!
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
Because you are the only one drinking all the time.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again? Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Hush a how.
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Sure.
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible.
That backfired on her pretty quickly.
Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
Wait, are you serious?
Not just the... Wait, what are you...
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
Do we have a rough date of Capitano's banner release date by chance? Tell something about him being in the code already, you think? I've not heard that. I do stay away from spoilers and leaks because they're not reliable. So that being said, I don't know that Capitano will have a banner.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
Launch him, launch him, launch him.
I owe you an apology too.
No, don't.
I've
Okay.
been too harsh on you.
Okay.
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped us?
Oh.
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Yeah, one precious character trying to yell at another precious character, you just can't.
Lilani. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
She even tried to apologize. Like, she made up this whole scenario, yelled at Kachina. Kachina knew it was fake. She's like, she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Wait, what am I saying? I mean, you're the one who's... Oh my goodness.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Bye, how no one's gonna miss you.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
True.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
She's got a point. She does have a point. Miko, there's no marbles on stream yet. One of these days, I want to do marbles on stream. Is it play or is it join? I don't know, but I do want to do marbles on stream one of these days.
Everyone, over here!
Oh.
And, whoa, that's a lot of saurians.
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves.
Oh, that's so sweet. Gotta get that Archon quest grind through Inazuma for those precious primos then? True.
So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Oh my god. All in all, I think Kakuku only knows like 17 words.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Thank you for the care package, Nightcrawler. I'll take care of that. I'll do that right now. Bro was Kakuku's first word. It's his first and favorite word.
Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
Cutscene? Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. The care package, thank you, Nightcrawler. Someone's can touch onto. Yeah, I guess it makes sense if, like, there's the whole thing about, like, why can ghosts supposedly walk on solid floors but go through walls and people? Like, I guess this answers that. They can't. They can interact with solid objects. This got you tearing up? Dude, same. Oh my god, the cutscene is so sweet after all the sad moments. I agree. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that was super sweet. Outland's probably your favorite nation by far. The Archon and event quests actually make you feel emotional. I completely get that. I don't... Hang on. I don't want to say too much because I don't know how far you are, but one of, like, the middle patch quests of the Archon quest was super impactful to me, and I was streaming and, like, breaking down on stream a little bit. It was super impactful. I love Natlan and Fontaine's Archon quests the most, I think. It's kind of a toss-up between the two a little bit in some points, but at least with, like, Fontaine, the impact there was sort of already written in, I guess. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Anyways, but no, I completely agree with the emotional part of the Natlan Archon quests.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro. And he's done that. We should be happy for him. Just like he celebrated your recovery.
Yeah.
Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Woohoo!
You finished that Archon Quest? Okay, gotcha. Captain of Thrones scene was the most emotional for you? Oh my gosh, it was so good. That one, I feel like we didn't have enough time with Capitano though. Like, I would have loved to spend more time with him, or, you know, hear more about his background and stuff. It seemed very accelerated, but even with, like, how little we knew of him and spent time with him, that scene still really hit hard. Smiling so much right now, I can't help it. I love, like, these, like, really sweet emotional things. The absolute aura in the cutscene? True.
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday.
My guy and
I'll
his
go get them
vegetables.
now.
Oh my goodness.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
Told both literally and figuratively, true. The war was the part that hit the hardest for me, because knowing that the choices, like, you had to choose between where to go, and that directly affects what happens in the quest and in the rest of your world. So people that should be here, or that could be here, are no longer here physically. And that's one of the things that I say I hate about choices, but I don't mean like I hate it like in that sense. Like, it hurts, right? Like, I make really like precise and specific choices in choice-based games, even if they don't have a consequence. So the fact that in Genshin they finally do have a consequence, it really tore me apart. Alright, we're going over here now. But yeah, it ripped me apart when things that I did now mean that there are other things that I couldn't do. And people, like NPCs and Saurians that are no longer here. Didn't even know until 3 days after. You did all the quests day 1? Oh no. But like, yeah, that's... And I say this like every other stream, but I'm the kind of person, when I talk to an NPC, I don't like to choose the mean options because I don't want to hurt the... What? Did I scare him? Okay, dude, I was just using it as an example. You didn't have to run away. Anyways, I don't choose the mean options because I don't want to hurt the NPC's feelings, even though they don't have feelings to be hurt. Alright, is this the right way? Are we going the right way? Yeah, we are, okay. Especially because you were here telling me all the consequences after I made the choices instead of before. What a coincidence. No, yep, Ju was here to just knock me down, like 3 rungs on the ladder. Sentient NPCs, hello? I think I freaked him out a little bit.
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
I just walk up to an NPC and it's like, so, you know, about NPCs, like, shoot, he knows too much. Runs away. Ooh, volcano cake.
Ooh, in that case, Paimon'd be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
Go ahead. I made this specially for you guys.
Aw. There are things you can do now that change the storyline. Yes, there are.
Forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day.
Supposedly, according to Jua, and I trust Jua's judgment and research on the topic. But yes, apparently there are things that you can do that they don't just change the storyline, they change your world. They literally like remove things from your world if you don't go those routes. There's been small stuff like that since Sumeru, like the one guy you can choose to murder or not. That's true. I forgot. I forget about that guy. Jua, remind me, did I let that guy go? I let him go, right? In an act of mercy. I told him to never show up again, right? That's what I did. I didn't fight it, right? Right? Please. Think so? Okay, good. I think so too, actually. You seem to have bounced back, Kachina. I see the cloud hanging over your head during the competition has disappeared.
Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely wasn't sure about where my future lay for a while there. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. They used to argue a lot, and even got into big fights.
Anyway, this world is fake, the sky is fake, true. Which guy, which quest? It was during one of the R&R quests, I think. Fatui kidnapping a bunch of kids at the end of the R&R quest. Yeah, that one. You're gonna murder him so hard when you get to there. Honestly, like, I let him go, but if you choose to fight him, fair game. Like, he wasn't a great guy. What can I say?
I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life. I love Natland the way it is today, and I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it.
Jua, is there is there additional dialogue at the end of the quest?
So, I've decided to always do my best to help, and make sure my friends are happy.
Because
Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever.
Sorry, Katrina, I didn't want to cut you off there. I'm already gonna go talk to all of the ones I see in this room. There was a guy in the treasure room. A guy in the treasure room. Which treasure room? If you let him go, he drops something randomly in the world that you have to go find and pick up. If you murder him, you get it off his body. I do remember that. Oh, you know what? I do remember that, because we did have to go find the thing. That's so annoying, actually, that it's possible that you'd let him go and you miss, like, the follow-up because you don't get that item because you can't find it. Speaking of bonus dialogue.
I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
Kachina, you're a good kid.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea.
Ooh.
You could open a cake shop.
A cake shop would be cool.
That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how to run a shop then.
That's dark body looting. Warning, don't go visit Aoife after your conversation with Kachina until after seeing all 8 conversations. Got it. Thank you, Jua.
Baking delicious desserts
Thank you for
every
the
day
number,
and
too.
making everyone smile. That does sound like a wonderful life. Thanks, guys. I think I might have found a new goal to work towards.
Good luck. I'll be rooting for you all the way.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that
Cuckoo-thesaurus.
yet. Any idea where they went?
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor.
Oh.
They're not back yet?
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone. Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and go check on them.
Paimon, you can't eat it on the way, okay? That one's for Aoife. Put Paimon in a pot and cook her for emergency food? No, we love Paimon here. She's so sweet.
Want some more cake?
And not in like the eat way. Not in like the she's sweet to eat kind of way. Okay, so I'm guessing that's 1. Let me count everyone else. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. Okay, hang on. There are the 6 chiefs. Mulan, Chaska, Chilonen, Malwika. Wait, I lost count already. So 6 chiefs, okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is there one that we can't talk to, Jua? I'm gonna start here.
I owe you an apology too. I've been too harsh on you. Wish I could have frozen that moment in time so you could just listen to yourself.
She does kind of look like a marshmallow. Okay, she does kind of. You searched the quest and you're pretty sure you beat him up. Nice, Nightcrawler.
A few more drinks and who knows? You might hear it again. In your dreams.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unless it's the groups are counted as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 2 groups of the chiefs. Okay, I think that's what you meant, Jua, right?
A toast to the successful conclusion of the Bloomflower trials. Cheers!
Cheers. Finally. A few days off.
Mm-hmm. Planning a vacation, are we?
Judging from my experience with the pilgrimage, things are pretty quiet for a few days after competitions. There usually isn't much trouble.
Yeah, competitions do take a lot out of everyone. We all need a good rest.
Cheers to that. And a long overdue break.
Yeah, thank you, Jua. I was gonna address it and then the ad popped, so. Can I just... Let me just sit down with the chief, or with the... Yes.
Try some. Try some. How do they taste?
Delicious, as always. It's your signature dish after all.
How? Yum!
Next. Hang on, that was... We'll start over here. Or we'll pick it up from here.
The more meat you eat, the faster you'll recover.
Wait, hang on. I want to see
more
the
meat you
little
eat,
saurians.
the faster you'll recover.
Oh, they didn't do it this time. Okay. Interesting.
I'm curious. How did you create that black mist?
It was just an illusion. If Granny had been the one doing it, she could have come up with something much more impressive.
All right. You can stop with the flattery. Just an illusion? You're already good enough to fool me.
That's high praise coming from Seat Lolly. Some people like us like to see all the dialogue in games, others don't. It's up to the player. Johnny skips everything, pretty much. Usually just skip. Natlin was an exception. Yoshi loved its story so far. Yeah, like Jua said, there's no difference. I just love to see the extra little Easter eggs. They're just Easter eggs is really all it is. And sometimes they're a little more than Easter eggs. They're like Easter eggs plus. But yeah, I just like to see all the little extra details they add to the quest.
Oh, is that incident still in your mind?
Oh.
I didn't exactly have a choice back then.
He's talking about the Archon quest.
Relax. I'm not here to dig up the past. I'm just saying you've got a real knack for illusions. And that's something to be proud of.
Thanks, Granny.
Alright. Hang on, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these chiefs and then Mawika. Mutota, my guy. And Beard, you're huge. I'm so sorry. Every time I see you, you're just enormous. You're like the Shaquille O'Neal of Genshin Impact. Alright, anyways.
This wine's amazing.
Of course. Wouldn't have made it into my collection otherwise. Drink as much as you like today, people. I mean, I owe you all one, don't I?
Ha 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 ha! We might just have to take you up on that.
And I've mentioned I'm pretty sure he's British, right?
As much as we like? You might regret saying that.
All right. Bring it on.
Genshin O'Neal. Alright, and then Mawika.
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Next time you need some, just come to me. Also, this is my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
Jua, help. Chat, what do I do? On the one hand, she did have a good performance. She had a good... They have different replies. Can I talk to her more than once? I'm gonna choose the second one. You would be straightforward. See, there's no option for what I would actually say, which is great acting, but you could have... You probably didn't have to try as hard as you did with like the writing the stuff down, because I think you do have a natural born talent for it. These are both technically true. They're both things I would say, but like combined, not like as separate things. We're gonna talk to her twice. We're gonna choose the good one first, just in case, it alters the dialogue going forward. It probably doesn't. But, you're a natural thespian.
Oh, really? Well then, next time something like this comes up, don't forget to keep me in the loop.
Will do. Alright, now. Oh, hey, Mawika. Fancy seeing you here.
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Also, this is my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
There's certainly room for improvement. Okay.
I'd have to agree with that. Seems like I still have a lot to learn.
You'd want a good friend to be honest with you, not lie to make you feel good. No, I don't want to lie to her. Like, I wouldn't just say, oh yeah, you were perfect. Like, I would say, like, the thing about, you had, like, a slip up here, and that's all that, like, she, not gonna lie, she started out strong. She started out really good, and then Shilon cut her off, and then she had that moment where she had to try and remember her lines. Before that, the very first thing she did came off, like, perfect, I think. From, like, as, you know, an actor would portray it. So many people tell you this, they enjoy how blunt you are. But yeah, like, I definitely agree, Joa. I wouldn't lie to her and say she was great. I would just say that she was really good, except for that one part, and that's the only room for improvement that I would see. Anyways, I'm glad that she agrees. She takes it with, what's the word? Or she takes it, with grace.
Is it something you're good at? Some tips would be nice if we find a suitable time for it.
Alright, now we go look for Aoife. Is this the same? I guess it is the same cliff. Right? This is the same cliff, isn't it? Oh, hey, there's the moon. Lovely moon shards we're having tonight. Can I run up this with Elon? I can. Acting practice alone with Mawika. The post-quest dialogue with Aoife is a one-time event.
Ancestor man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other saurians because of his unusual appearance.
Oh.
He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe.
Oh.
He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Oh.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Oh, that was so sweet. So post-quest dialogue with the event is a one-time event. So this right here.
I'll catch up.
Huh? Yo, bros. What brings you guys here?
Bringing our bros some cake, of course. Kachina made these herself, you know. They're incredible.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, bro.
Hey, save some for me.
Oh, that was cute. I like that. Is 6.0 going to be Snezhnaya? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's an event. There's no log. I would love that. Yeah, me too, Mustang. Do you prefer Mustang or Zach? Or does it matter? But yeah, I would love, like, to be able to either go back and replay old events, or just have some sort of record, like, in the archive. Where is it? This one. Because we have... this. Right, we have this for the Archon quests and everything. It'd be nice to have something like this for events as well. They should make logs for events as well as logs for dialogues that appear when you move. The ones that go way too fast and you can't read fast enough. They do have that one, actually, Nightcrawler. They do have, like, during... Oh, well, you know what? They don't have it, like... It's only when you're in the middle of a conversation. But there are ones where, like, you can run around like this, and it just shows text at the bottom that, like, shows up for 2 seconds and then disappears. I do think they should have a log for that. I sometimes bring it up. But yeah, guaranteed Snezhnaya 6.0. I mean, I'm like 99% certain Snezhnaya 6.0 based on how everything else has progressed. But because we got 2 nations in the first one, and we don't quite know... Well, no, hang on. The Travail trailer, that did confirm that it was going to be version 6, didn't it? I think it did, yeah.
Someone needs assistance.
There are games that let you relive old events. Genshin could do that. Agreed. Absolutely. Like Star Rail. Star Rail lets you relive old events. Guess what? Star Rail's company is Hoyoverse, which also made Genshin. I don't know why they haven't implemented it in this game yet. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, sounds good. I might switch between them just by accident, or just whatever like feels like. If I'm just looking at chat quickly. If you're talking, are you asleep? No, I just wanted the potato. It's okay. We're leaving. We're leaving. I'm sorry, I stole your potato. We're going now. We're going over here now. We leave. We leave. Or you actually move yourself. Yeah, no, I agree. That text is way too quick. Or like the black screens with the white text, that sometimes goes by way too quick. Sometimes they give you a little thing that says click to continue, and most of the time they don't. I don't understand why. Now that is as far as we have been confirmed. We do not know what 7.0 onwards will bring. We know Conrail will be here eventually, but it was not confirmed to be 7.0. True. Yeah, I hope it's 7.0, but they could be putting it off for other content. I don't know why or what content. I just want to go to Conria, dude. Conria, yes. Wasn't there like a new element being added, or was that just misunderstanding with colors? I think it was a combination of the colors plus also seeing Skirk
I didn't quite catch your request.
and being like, oh, Skirk's not any of the elements, so she's gonna be, you know, a new element. But like, that one doesn't necessarily follow from the other. It could have just been that we couldn't see her vision, or she didn't get a vision yet, or maybe she will be visionless or have a new element. It's just that we don't know yet. And people were trying to say, oh, she's gonna be this because it's in Star Rail. Okay, yes, like all of the Hoyoverse games are like in a multiverse sort of setting, but it doesn't mean that we're going to start pulling mechanics from other games into this one. Like, it could happen, but it's not logical. It doesn't logically follow automatically, I guess. The newest elements, no new elements have been revealed yet. In before 7.0 will be just every part of the map that's missing, and 8.0 is Conria. Honestly, give us like all these areas. Let us fill out the map. Like, look, which corner is it? Top left? No, it's not top left. Where is it? Is it top right? One of these corners. Maybe it's bottom right. But look, like how close we are to the edge here. Just make it water with nothing beyond. And when we get to this part of the map, Paimon just says, how about we explore the area ahead of ourselves later? Or even something new, like, yo, actually, what if they just pull a Pac-Man going all the way to the east, just wraps around to over here? Yo, that'd be cool, actually. Anyways, look how close we are to the map. Right there. There's the edge of the map right there. So we're not necessarily close to a corner, but just give us all, like, even if it's just water, or like connect this area here, or this area here, this bay sort of sized area. That's actually a very large bay, but you know what I mean. That gulf. Look, this beachy area, connect that to, look, you've got some beach right there. Just like add a little sandbar or something, you know? Just give us all these little bits right here. We still have parts of Fontaine that are technically not filled in. We still have this tiny little gulf right here. We're still waiting for Dorman Port, if that's ever going to be released, which I hope it does. Lulu, welcome in. How's it going? I'm just ranting. They're gonna make a whole new map for Celestia, like Enkonomiya. That would be so cool if they did, because we already know where it is, and they've already made it from a PNG into a 3D model. Why not give us an explorable, not Enkonomiya, an explorable Celestia? I think it will happen too. It hasn't been confirmed, and if there's leaks about it, I don't know. I'm not aware of them, but I do think that they will give us Celestia to explore in the future. Thank you for the shout out to Lulu. 7.0 is Celestia, totally. I mean, if it is, you know, Celestia, Conria, one or the other, like, or both in the same, I don't know, they do both in the same version. Celestia, dang, stopped playing for a few months and now you're so lost and out of the loop. No, don't worry, nothing's confirmed. We're just speculating here. We're all just like, we have a 3D model for Celestia, which actually, hang on, if you've been out of the loop for a few months, no, I think you would have seen the 3D model update. Because Celestia used to be a PNG in the sky, but now it's this full-on 3D model that scales with your distance so that it always looks like it's in the same place in the sky. Should be right here. Should be right... Should be right... Oh, it's right above us. That's right. There's a 3D model right there. So it's hovering right above one of these stars. This one. Technically, you can visit Celestia with a glitch that makes you go up to the sky and see the title screen. I don't think that that's Celestia. I know about that glitch, but I don't think that's Celestia. Because it looks like Celestial, but that place is used in the beginning of the Archon quest, like the very first cutscene with Lumine, Ether, and the what's her name? The unknown god. They show that same place, but there's nothing to say that that is Celestia, especially given that Celestia is rather smallish in like comparison and sort of, I don't know, the architecture's the same, but also not. Like there's solid landmass here versus the place that's in the sky is just like a bunch of bridges and pillars. So I don't know. The unknown god from HI3. Like, she just gives those vibes. But yeah, so I do know about that glitch, but I don't know if that's... It could be Celestia. That could be their, like, take on Celestia. It could just be that it's, like, that's a lot bigger, and the part that we see in the intro is different. But I personally saw it as, like, some sort of, like, maybe like a world between worlds type of thing, where the twins were before they got sent to Tevat. Because they travel between worlds, right? So, I don't know. There's so many things that are unknown at this point. I'm excited for what they develop in the future. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm here for the story, waiting to see what they cook up. Ooh, I'll take this. Could just be a placeholder, maybe. That's also true. Like, everything could just be a placeholder. We had a PNG for Dragonspine. We had a PNG for Celestia. Those are placeholders for the actual map and model. There are so many things that could just be placeholders. Even, like, the map, like, gets, like, these, like, weird, you know, spots out in the distance that they eventually flesh out into explorable locations. So, I'm just a traveler here. I just wait to see what happens, what they cook up. Imagine a new continent that isn't Tevat. Oh my gosh, that would break me. I would, because logistically, first off, where would it go? This continent of Tevat already takes up the majority of the map. Where could it go that would still be considered a continent and not just a large island? I guess up here. I take it back. This spot up here in the top left corner, I think is big enough for a small continent. Definitely not down here. We're already at the edge of the map here. Bottom right, like we could have like little mini Australias. This is not quite big enough, I don't think. And then top right, there's a lot of space up here actually. Okay, so top right, top left, and bottom left. Those could have like little mini Australias or Greenlands, or, you know, I guess there could be, or one giant one that goes across the bottom, like an Antarctica. You know, I could see that. Okay, but the second thing is, that would absolutely break me. I would just be like, I'd have so much more to explore. I'd never get anything done. Top right would be where Tsaritsa is, you think? I was always thinking, like, I know it's north, but I was also always thinking it was kind of more northern, like, centered. I don't know why. Nothing specifically gave me that vibe. I just always considered it just north and center. Is it something with Dornman Port being north of Mondstadt and then Snezhnaya being north of that? I don't know. Anyways, let me go back to Natlan real quick, because I'm going to log off here. Yeah, it is? Okay. I missed that detail then. I've been playing this game for a long time. I would love to remember all the details, but I don't have 11 accounts like Legally does. So I can't remember all the small little lore details. Alright, anyways. This Cleve broke the path to there or something. Was it there? I know that she broke this part of the map. Right... Where is it? Is it right here? I think it's right here. There used to be some part of, like some path that she collapsed a mountain on. I think it's this section here. Or is it Bright Crown? No, I don't think it's Bright Crown. It's a land mass. I think it's right there. You can see it on the map inside of Jean's office. How's the Genshin going? I got a new event, a combat one? Yes, there is a combat one that we will start, if not in like 3 days during my next stream, we'll start it a week from today. It's this one here. I might wait for it to get fully unlocked, or I might just do the first part of it in a few days and then finish it up next week. But I haven't tried it yet. We just finished this event, and it was super sweet. My heart was like both swelling with joy and like happiness, and also being torn apart at the same time. It was a really good event, and it was voiced, so that made it even better, I think. You would do the same, wait for everything to be unlocked, and then do the event in 10 minutes. No spoilers? Okay, no, I won't spoil it. I'm just gonna say that I really loved it. I loved this event, and I think you will too. But yeah, I will probably wait for the combat event to unlock, which means in a few days we can probably just do Imaginarium Theater. I think that's a good idea. We'll do this one in a few days then. And then next week will be the combat event. Your Mawika will have fun then, nice. The bosses have multiple health bars, like 9999 times their normal health. I can't wait to die. I've never been more excited to be completely obliterated in a battle. Also, we've got 22 wishes, and we've also got 12 for standard. I'm gonna hold off on standard for now. I still am on the fence about Varessa, considering that we're getting Shilonen next patch, or not next patch, next half. And I need her for my Noelle team. She's gonna go right here. And then the last one, who did we say the last one was? Yelan? It might have been Yelan. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and check. But it's definitely gonna be Shilonen, and then it was a Hydro character, I'm pretty sure. You'll prefer Shilonen. Need some cons for her. Theater isn't for you. That's fair. It's not for everyone. I just had a really good run last time and got 10 stars, so I'm gonna try my luck again. Oh, and Echoes. We can do Echoes too. I'll figure out which Echoes I need to get though. Or which ones I want to get. Because right now, we've got Venti and Dia. So I just have to figure out which one, or if I want both, I'll just have to make the determination before I actually do it. Alrighty. Let's find someone to raid now though. That was a really good event. I love that event. That was super sweet. Let me snooze this ad, just so it doesn't accidentally go during the raid. Wait a second, what's that? Interesting. Let's go see... Actually, wait, who's live that we know right now? Oh, I was gonna raid someone, but it looks like he stopped. It looks like he went offline just recently. Let me check. Yeah, he just went offline. Darn. Okay. Longest no stream in a while. Yeah, sometimes I'll pull them out to past 2 hours or so. I just wanted to get the event done because I was super invested. Building Kirara is so tough right now, considering you're still trying to figure out Inazuma. You love her character, but she's stuck at level 40 for now. Oof, yeah, that's rough. I actually have a streamer friend who's trying to be... Her goal is to be the #1 DPS Kirara main right now, so she's avidly focusing on building her Kirara. It's actually kind of impressive. I'll give her a quick shout out here. Annie, welcome in. Good to see you. We're just about to end, but thank you for the check-in. I'm gonna give Poison a shout out real quick. Oh shoot, is it 1 or 2 X's? 2 X's. So this is a streamer friend of mine who is trying to get like a level 90 triple crowned DPS Kirara. If you want to check her out, her name's Poison. And Annie, welcome in. Valorstream win. I don't know. I was actually thinking about it today. Part of me thought maybe I'll stream Valorant in a few days, but I don't know. I'm currently doing a Valo coaching session thing, this huge like coaching event through another streamer friend who's coordinating it. In fact, I'll give her a shout out as well too. I don't know if you guys know, but Brew is a streamer friend of mine. She's doing this community Valo coaching. I'm one of the moderators, but I'm also a trainee. So I need to get some games recorded and send them over to my round 1 coach. So I'm going to be a little busy with that this week as well. And I thought maybe I'll just stream my comp matches, but I don't want to have to deal with, you know, like focusing on the comp matches as well as being a streamer. Valo coaching, yes. I want to at least, so I've hit silver. My next goal is to hit gold. And then, Annie, let me give you a shout out now as well. I thought Jua was gonna, but I think Jua might have gone to bed already. It's a little late, so let me give you a shout out, Annie. Absolute Eye. I love that name. Tetris Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye. You know, as an eyeball myself, I love that. But you need to first hit silver 3. That's fair. Yeah, I've only peaked silver 1. It was silver 1 or 2. I think it was 1. You would just left without saying goodnight, SMH my head. No, it's okay. I know that he has to go at a certain time. Usually he says it. Sometimes he doesn't, but it's all good. Wait, let me see. Stream notes. Yes, he did say it. It was actually like 5 minutes ago. So he just sent it in a Discord channel. But it's all good. No worries. I wanted to find someone to raid. That's a big. Oh, that's a big. Let's not go there. um, let's find someone a little more on the smaller side of things. Not a huge, not a huge streamer. Um, I don't know. Does anyone know anyone who's live right now that they want to see? I mean, we could go see No Bear again. I think we rated him last week. Yeah, we can go see No Bear again. It's probably fine. Alright, let me pop the raid messages here real quick for y'all. Alrighty. Raid 1 is if you don't have the emotes. Raid 2 is if you do. Should be that one. You can point and laugh at stream elements for not having the raid messages. Or, sorry, not having the emotes. Alrighty. Let's go say hi to No Bear. Currently, he's doing... What is this? Talking something Genshin, I think. Finishing building Chevy, then Wuwa exploration. He's still doing Genshin, I think. So yeah, let's go say hi to No Bear. Alrighty. Thank you again for everyone for hanging out, for the lurks, the follows, for sticking around with the event. It was really sweet, and I'm really glad that we got through it today. I will take a little bit to rest. Have a nice day and night. Thank you, Mustang. I appreciate that. You too, as well. Hope you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.